Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought that I would do an everyday glam makeup routine. I thought that we would do something a little bit more fun today, since my last video was really personal and really serious. Speaking of, if you haven't seen my last video, go check it out. I'm talking about my gender and my transition and why I quit YouTube in the past. So far in the first 3 days, there's been, I think, like 800 views, so thank you everyone. That is my personal record. That makes me so happy. And thank you to everyone that reached out to me and gave me your love and support. All of you guys are so kind and I love every one of you, and you know, I'm just really happy that I get to make videos for such awesome people. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But anyways, yes, so today's video, like I said, it's just my everyday makeup routine. It's super easy, super simple. Takes me like 30 minutes to do, and I really like it, especially because, you know, it's more makeup than what most people would consider every day, but that fits me because I'm extra like that. I hope you guys like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up and a comment below. And of course, don't forget to show your girl some love and hit the subscribe button. I'll be putting all the products I used and all the brushes I used in the description box, so check it out down there. I'm not wearing any makeup at the beginning of the video, so be careful. I warned you. I look pretty ratchet without makeup, so no judging. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next Thursday. Okay, so I already prepped and moisturized my skin, so that's already out of the way. So I like to start with my eyes first and then do the rest of my face. I use the Decay Eyeshadow Potion Primer. Lasts so long. I got this like last August, and I use it every day, and still it's like more than half full. It's crazy. Okay, so what I do is I just put a little bit on there, and then just grab your finger and kind of just smooth it around, blend it out a little bit. So now that my eyeshadow primer's on, I like to bake my eyelid a little bit. So I use my Airspun translucent powder, and I just pick a little bit of it up with my MAC 224 brush. Just kind of bake your eye with it instead of your face, and this just helps it lasts a little bit longer, and it sets it, and I notice it also makes blending eyeshadows a lot easier if you do this first. So after I bake my eyes, I put a little bit of shimmer on the lid, and then just like a neutral color, so like a brown or like a light pink. For the lid, my absolute favorite is the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy, and it looks like that. So like I said, I just put this all over my lid. So I grab my MAC 239 brush, and I just pick a little bit of that product up, and then, here, let me zoom in again so you can see what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so you just pick some up, and then just pat it on your eyelid. And if I'm in like a super big rush, and I'll just skip the eyeshadow, and it makes it go by even faster, because my eyes is what always takes the longest for me. I like to really focus on my eyes more, because, I don't know, I just like when my eyes look perfect. So now that that one's on my lid, I like to grab my MAC eyeshadow in the shade Espresso, which is that one right there, if you can see that. So now I grab my MAC 217 brush, which is this one. Pick up a little bit of the product. I like to put it in my crease, so I start in my crease and then I just blend it up and out a little bit. Okay, so just put it right here in my crease. Blend it over. So right now I'm just really focusing on drawing like a line to cut and define the crease, and then just eventually start blending it out. Okay, so now that both of my eyes are done and the eyeshadow is all blended out and looks perfect, it is time to go in with the eyeliner, which is my favorite part. And as all of you guys know, I always do the cat eye, never do anything else. So for all you people who are always asking me how I do my cat eye and if I could show you guys, this is for you. So the eyeliner that I use is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and this stuff is seriously amazing. I honestly didn't think that it would be this good. I used to use the MAC Liquid Last eyeliner, and this stuff is honestly just as good. I like to start right here, and then I just draw a line over to here, and then I'll draw a line up, and then bring it down and connect it to the main line, and then just color it in, and boom. There's an easy, breezy, beautiful cat eye. CoverGirl, please don't sue me for that. I'm sorry. Oh, this is going to be hard doing this in just a little camera screen. And I like to start the line really thin, and then if I want to build it up from there. Okay, and then right here at the corner of my eye, I just draw a line up. I like to go over it a couple of times, smooth out like all the lines so it's not choppy. I like it to look really smooth and slick. At the tip right here, I just extend it just a little bit, so just a super thin line just to make it look really crisp and really sharp. Okay, so my wings are done and I'm ready to fly away. So what I do now is I like to highlight my brow bones. I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. So what I do now is I try to find my brush, which seems to have run away. So I go back in with my MAC 239 brush, and this is what I used in the very first of the video for my eyelids. So I grab this shade right here, which is Sunburst. Sunburst. So I just pick a little bit up on that brush that I used earlier. So I just pat some on right beneath the brow, just right here, and then kind of bring it over a little bit. Next step is to make faces in the mirror and pretend like you're in a music video. Do you guys do that though? Like when I'm getting ready, I always have music blasting and I'll just pretend like I'm in a music video, and that's honestly what takes me so long to get ready. So it's kind of a problem. But, I mean, we all do it, so whatever. What I like to do now is I like to put on my primer. For my primer that I use, it's not typically used as a primer, but it's just the Nivea Men's Aftershave. Grab a little bit and put some on my hand. Smear all over your face. It's time for the foundation. So for my foundation, I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This stuff, let me tell you a little story. This stuff is frickin' gold. This is magic in a bottle. You guys are ever looking for a new foundation, or you know, you want to try something new, highly, highly, highly recommend this stuff. Okay, so you just put a little bit on the back of your hand, and then you grab your sponge or your brush or whatever you use. I always use a beauty blender, or today's case, a replica of a beauty blender. So I always start under the eyes, and then I like to blend it out. So now that all the foundation is on your face and it's all blended together, put some on your neck. Don't want to be that person. The rule of thumb is everything you put on your face goes on your neck. So now it is time for concealer, which I am almost out of. I use the MAC Pro Longwear, and this has been my go-to concealer for probably like the past 3 years now. And for concealer, I like to go a couple shades lighter than my foundation. So it kind of like highlights my eye a little bit, brightens it, makes me look more awake, which I always need because this bitch don't sleep. Okay, so now that my concealer's on, it is time to bake my face. So I'm going to use the same powder as before, the Airspun Translucent Powder. Just pick a little bit up and then just go right under the eye and just lightly pack it on. Now, if people ask you what you've done today or what you were doing this morning, you can say I was getting baked. But, you know, not that kind of baked. The makeup kind of baked. There's two types of people in the world. Okay, so now that the powder is on and it is set, it is time to contour, which I love contouring. For contouring, I use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. What I do is I look for my brush once again. So now I use the MAC 159 brush, which is just like a little fan brush. I use this shade right here, which is called Subconscious. So I start with my nose and then I do my cheeks. So now that my nose is done, it's time to contour my actual face now. Now I go in with my MAC 168 brush, and I use the same one, so Subconscious. I make that fishy face and just lightly put some on. Go over it again and really just focus on blending it out, because I don't like when contour has like that really harsh line. It's time to wipe off the bake. So I go in with my MAC 187 brush and just kind of sweep it away, get it off of my face. After this, I like to go in with the blush. This is my customized palette. I always use the shade Pinch Me, which is this one right here. This is like my go-to every day. I love it. It always looks good. I grab my other MAC 168 brush, and then I just sweep it in there a couple of times and then just go to town. So I always start at my temples and then I just blend it out. And also, you know, make sure to blend it into your contour so it doesn't look ridiculous. I don't know if you guys have seen my old videos, but if you watch them, a lot of the times my contour and blush look like the Neapolitan ice cream, because it would be like bright pink, and then it would be brown from my foundation, like a tan, and then it would be dark brown from the bronzer. And it was just not cute. So make sure you blend all of that stuff together. So now that my blush is on and blended, it's time to go in with the highlighter. Same highlighter that I used under here. My Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And I'm going to be using this shade Golden Bronze, which I've been loving lately, especially since it's summer. And, you know, everyone wants to be a bronzed goddess. I'm going to use my 187 brush, swirl it in there a couple of times, and I like a lot of highlighter. Like, I like to glow. I like to put some under the eyes as well, just to kind of brighten everything up and pull everything together. Highlight the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my cupid's bow now. I'll go in with that first shade that I use for under my eyes. And now you are highlighted like a little goddess that you are. Go back in with my blush brush and just kind of go over it one more time, just lightly, just to add some of that color back in. It's time to set my makeup with a setting spray, and my all-time favorite setting spray, the MAC Fix Plus spray. But my second favorite is the e.l.f. Mist and Set, and I'll use this daily just because I use a lot of it. This stuff's really good. I love it. Okay, so now that this is pretty much dry, and I like to go in with my mascara. I use the MAC Hot and Naughty. I'll usually wear false eyelashes, so I'd put on my mascara and then the false lashes and then just like another light coat of mascara. I just wasn't feeling that today. So that was it for today's video. Like I said, just my everyday go-to glam makeup routine. Super easy, super fast, and it always turns out looking really pretty. And I just love it because it's more than like most people would consider an everyday look. But you know, I love being extra, so it totally fits me. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment in the comment section, and I will put all the products and brushes I used in the description of the video down below, so check it out. So get off of YouTube, go practice, have fun, hit the subscribe button, and I will see all of you guys next Thursday.